We are back with another fun segment that is sure to dazzle even the most casual jewelry lover. There's nothing better than wearing a beautiful piece of jewelry on your hand, around your neck, and even better when you know that yours is one of a kind. And that's what Scott Cevasco is all about. He's the name behind Scott's Custom Jewelers. Scott, thank you for being here today and bringing such lovely designs that you've made.
Thank you.
How wonderful, how creative and fun for you to be able to do this.
It is the best job in the world. It really is.
You bring a smile to people's faces, don't you?
If we make them cry, it's even better because that shows that we did our job right.
When you talk about custom jewelry, what's your definition of that?
Well, custom in my mind means not only making it from scratch and using original ideas, but also using parts of other people's jewelry, things that are sentimental to them, things that were given to them, and it makes them feel good about having them on a new piece that's updated for them.
And that makes you different than the typical jewelry store.
Absolutely. Most people like to take an individual stone maybe and put it into their new mounting, but the rest of the jewelry has all been forgotten. And so we like to take the entire piece of jewelry, and many times lots of pieces of jewelry, and combine them into new designs. And it creates a new story for the person.
I love the idea of, as you said, sentimental value. How many times have we gotten a piece from Grandma and it's wonderful, but we really don't do anything with it? It is precious to us, but because it's outdated, you don't wear it.
Right, and it's not always just the style, because a lot of times those pieces were loved, well loved for many years, and they're worn out. So redesigning them into something that fits your personality and your requirements, because like if you wore medical gloves, you'd want something that wouldn't catch, or if you have a larger knuckle, you'd want a design that's not going to flop over. So we take all of that into account when we design.
We have a step-by-step process just to give viewers an idea of what you go through. And so we'll take a look at this first picture and you can kind of walk us through what happens.
Wonderful. These were some pieces that a customer had brought in. There was a ring that had a missing center stone that she had from before, and that had a pendant with a large square cut or princess cut diamond in it. And she wanted a new wedding ring.
So those are the original pieces. Then we take
This is a rendering, a computer rendering of what the ring was going to look like. This was ideas.
A picture.
Exactly. This is not a real piece of jewelry at this point. This was just a computer picture to give the customer a great idea. Is this where you want to go, and what changes do we need to make you happy?
Neat. All right, and in step 3?
That is a model that we made, a rapid prototype it's called, and we painted it so that it simulates the color of the metal, and then we actually took her stones and placed them in those empty spots so she could put it on her finger and see how wide, how tall, to see if she liked it or if she still needed to make changes.
And the interesting thing was I do see changes from that first drawing or
Absolutely.
The computer rendering, and then the final.
That's the
oh my gosh,
piece.
this is beautiful.
So, you know, this shows the sparkle of the real piece, and of course the painted model doesn't do that, but it shows you all of the parts that decide whether or not you need to make a change and whether or not it's going to be the perfect ring for you.
You also brought some pieces which are lovely. And can I point out the one that I think is my favorite right away? Only because it's so different. I've never seen anything like this.
It is. This piece we call floating diamonds. This inside, and I'm going to tilt it here a little bit so you can see that.
It's probably not hard. It's hard to see on camera, but it's wonderful.
It has filled with little stones inside their diamonds, and we've done it with all kinds of different stones, and it has a glass top on it, and the diamonds or stones float around in there because they've been pulled from other pieces of jewelry, and it just has a story of multiple generations inside of this piece.
I do love that. What are some of your other favorites that you brought, Scott?
Well, this is one of my favorites here. This piece here is a yellow gold brush finish piece, and it has a wavy look to it. The reason I like this is because most of us designers are moving towards yellow gold right now. It's very popular.
Isn't that funny how it trends?
Yes.
And that's another thing. You know, what was trending 50 years ago isn't necessarily trending today.
Exactly, exactly. So, you know, we took these stones and then we created a piece that was more modern, more avant-garde as far as its style, and something that's will go with multiple different pieces. Another one of my favorites is this piece here, the pendant, or the bangle bracelet. Oh. This woman had these very large stones, very difficult to come up with a piece that's not so gaudy. So we came up with a simple design, but used her diamonds from her mother's wedding ring that was given to her when she had passed, and we created a whole new design for her.
We have some other before and after pictures just to give folks an idea of what you can do with an older piece and how you can make it look. And as we're talking and winding this up, where can folks find you, Scott, if they want to come in and have you change up what they've got?
Well, we love to work by appointment because everybody is so busy and we don't want them to have to wait. So we are located at on 161 in Sawmill, just east of Dublin, and we are also, our manufacturing is in Akron, Ohio, so we have 2 locations, and Columbus is where it's been growing like crazy, so we're very happy to be here.
And welcome to Daytime. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you.